Hello guys, so I am going in for the sign of Sagittarius again, and in the pre-shuffle what I did get was the Four of Wands is what actually came out into the open. It was then clarified by the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So I do see that there is some, there's some energetic blocks. There are some delays to stability, to closing out just an unstable connection, an unstable situation. There is a delay in it. I do see that this is going to push you in the direction of a better outcome. But before this better outcome can come in, there is a need to address some subconscious issues, because I do see some misconceptions that you swirl around in your subconscious mind. And I feel like that it pertains to the way that outside people really do make decisions regarding you or your situations. Because when I went in to try to see what was going on in the subconscious, I pulled the Kepler out and I got adjudication, bad health, and expectation. It's like you're expecting that some type of decision that is going to come in is going to be against you. And we have to, especially because I also got the Magician for you. So everything that you as above, so below, as within, as without. So you have to take the practical steps in retraining your subconscious mind, your subconscious concepts, because right now they are misleading you. They're creating energetic blocks till you get into this stable, solid foundation that you really would like to get to, because I do see a lot of despair here. So consciously, I do see that there's something about you becoming clear about it's consciously. I do see that you are making realistic decisions in the people that you have around you. Sagittarius, I don't feel like that right now you're just accepting any type of attention or any type of socialization. I do feel like that someone here is being very logical and realistic about the type of community, the type of company that you're keeping, because I do see that you are trying to get out of this stuck energy. I do see that this message is for a Sagittarius that realizes that stagnant energy is heavy around them, and so they're trying to really get in alignment and so that they can move towards this stable, solid, harmonious foundation, and it is in the cards for you to get there. So guys, I'm gonna go in with some tarot and see what else Spirit has for us. These are general messages, guys. Allow your intuition to guide you to the pieces that are for you and leave the rest for someone else in the past. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know at this time? What does Sagittarius need to know about this Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands reversed? Spirit. So the Ace of Cups. So I feel like that there is new love that is trying to come in for you. But before this new love can come in, you are being asked by the universe to kind of take on some self-love, do some self-care. Definitely needing to take on some self-care, take care of yourself so that you are mentally and energetically available for when this new love comes in. I want to get a self-care message really quick, Sagittarius, especially with this Ace of Cups out here. I'm going to use this to clarify, see what that's talking about. Spirit, can you please clarify this Ace of Cups for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, or Venus, guys. Thank you, Spirit. Self. If beating yourself up worked, you'd be thin, rich, and happy. Try loving yourself instead. This goes back to that mental, that there's a need to really readjust the misconceptions. Not even readjust. Discard misconceptions that you have regarding yourself, regarding the outside world. The outside world is exactly what you create. It has no more power than what you give it. So it's time to go inside and recreate the reality that you desire. And then we also have growth. Evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the Ace of Cups. I like that, guys. All right, Spirit. What else does the collective need to know? Or, I'm sorry, Sagittarius need to know at this time. What does Sagittarius need to know at this time, Spirit? The Ten of Swords. So immediately I heard that the worst is over. The worst is over. But the reason that you're unable to acknowledge that the worst is over is because there are pieces that you're still holding on to from whatever this Ten of Swords is. Whatever this misconceptions, betrayal, deceit, whatever it is that you're holding on to subconsciously is really preventing you from moving forward. And here lately, I've been getting a strong message in my readings that, in order to really move forward in this spiritual journey, to really ascend, we must be willing to acknowledge, yes, there are toxic people that we have allowed into our sacred spaces, into our lives, and they have gave us a tough lesson, a tough round. And the best way that I found for me to address these type of karmic issues is to accept the fact that there was a karmic lesson that I needed to learn in that situation. There was some karmic retribution that needed to be cleared up. And the people that I allowed into my energetic spaces and into my sacred spaces were there because they were allowing the universe to use them to teach me my lessons. So instead of being mad or holding a grudge or being resentful to this person that came in to teach me a lesson, I transferred that energy to the universe. And then the universe then was able to set me down to break that karmic lesson down for me. So I took my anger, my resentment, and everything that I had towards my mom, my dad, my sister, my baby daddies, just those people. I took that. And for once, I took that from those people and I threw it to the universe. I'm mad at you, universe. You allowed this to happen to me. You didn't protect me from this. And then the universe was like, did I? Did I not? And then so I little by little had to start learning those lessons. And that was through nobody but me and the universe. Because at the end of the day, learning your karmic lessons is not between you and the person that taught you the lesson. That's between you and the universe. You and your higher power. You and whoever it is that you choose to serve. And that's when I was able to really kind of begin to relieve some of the burdens that I was carrying on my own. Because hell, it's not my burden to carry. It wasn't that person's burden to carry. It was a lesson to learn, and throw that shit to the side and keep that lesson and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? What else do they need to know, Spirit? What else does Sagittarius need to know? What else does Sagittarius need, Spirit? The moment that you accept this is the moment that you can come into harmony with oneself. You can integrate your light in your dark. Those lessons, those karmic situations came around to show you just how attached you've become to some concepts that have kept you from really integrating your dark and your light. We need both night and day in order to survive. In order to move forward. If we had light all the time, hell, we'd be baked. We'd be baked. Our vegetables would never grow. Listen to me, vegetables. Our vegetables would never grow. They'd be burnt up by the sun. They need that nighttime. They need that morning dew. They need that in order to really come up to their full potential to feed us our nourishment. And I feel like that's what the universe is asking us to understand at this time. We have to stop relying on external figures, okay? to really give us our happiness, or we have to stop looking external to justify when a tough cycle is over. We got to look inside, and we got to accept internally that cycle's over, and there's nothing about that cycle that I'm bringing forward except for the lesson. And on a side note, I do see that I do feel like that there is an apology coming around. And if it's not an apology, it's someone who's new and young, maybe possibly younger than you. They may be sending out some type of romantic gesture, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic gesture. It could just be a loving gesture, okay? But I do feel like it's going to come in the form of an apology. That's just a side note, guys. Alrighty, Spirit. What else does Sagittarius need at this time? That's a whole book. But I do see the Queen of Pentacles to the Magician. And remember, I told you the Magician came out in the pre-shuffle. I do feel like that once you begin to nurture yourself and nurture those misconceptions and clean house. Let's call it that. Let's clean up the mind space. And I do feel like that you'll begin to see just how magical you are. You are safe, you are protected, and you are guided. Sagittarius. Let's just do one more. We're already at 11 minutes. And then got some oracle I want to pull. One more, Spirit, if you see fit. Guys, if these messages are resonating, I would absolutely appreciate a thumbs up down below. It does help grow the channel and get these messages out to other Sagittariuses in need. But it also just gives some encouragement that these messages are hitting home with someone else. The very two cards that I spoke on are the last cards that are coming out in this reading as far as tarot. I like that. I feel like that does bring in a lover. I feel like that it does bring in a lover. I feel like that it also puts you, because you know, if you're a Sagittarius, if you're watching this, directly across from you on the zodiacal wheel is Gemini. So I feel like that this is asking you to incorporate those Gemini attributes as well as your Sagittarius attributes in order for you to really see the path forward, in order for you to bring this balance into your life. I like this, Sagittarius. I do. I like this a lot. Let's get a surrender message. Alrighty. Alrighty, Spirit. What does Sagittarius need to surrender? Thank you, Spirit. Surrender to silence. Surrender stress is at the bottom of the deck. Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation and contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. All right, absolutely, Spirit, absolutely. And at the top of the deck, we have surrender your attachment to the results. The formula for success is to do all that you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. And then surrender to stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the intention you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So there's definitely this need for Sagittarius to really quiet their mind and really bring yourself in tune with your spirit guides, your crown chakra. Do some crown chakra work so that you can receive that, so you can open that line of communication with your spirit guides so that they can assist you in cleaning up these misconceptions in your subconscious mind. Because the one good thing when you take those energies that you feel to people external to you and you lay those onto the universe, then they accept that as you asking the universe to help. And so then you have help closing out these cycles, and you are not responsible for doing it on your own. You see how that works? It's really beautiful when we work with the universe, because then the universe can bring in the appropriate results that we need. Results in employment, results in connections, it results in happy, healthy homes, just beautiful results that we all desire in life. The results that we did not get that brought us to tarot in the first place. Can I get an amen? All right, back to, that was just one of them spirit guys showing out. All right, spirits, can I please get a letting go message? Thank you, Spirit. Being true to yourself. Today, I will honor, cherish, and love myself. When I get confused about what to do, I just have to remember that I need to be true to myself. I will break free of the hold that others and their expectations have on me. Look at here. Taking time for meditation and prayer. Meditation is significant for Sagittarius at this time. And enjoying life. Letting go of the stress. Alrighty, guys, I think we're getting ready to wrap this up with a Moonology. I think these messages are beautiful, Sagittarius. I did a Sagittarius love reading earlier today. If you're looking for any love messages, go check that out. But this is it's clearly a healing guidance message, isn't it? Spirit, what is the closing message for Sagittarius? What is the closing message for Sagittarius at this time? Thank you, Spirit. A personal issue reaches resolution. Yes. Full moon in Cancer. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Alrighty, Sagittarius. I pray that these messages provided you with some guidance on your journey. If these messages did resonate, we would absolutely appreciate a thumbs up down below. And in all that we say and in all that we do moving forward, let's choose peace. Love and light, Sagittarius.